Hello, welcome back to Detroit by Night, our Vampire the Masquerade actual play. Tonight, someone will be targeted for a stitch-up, and to find their fall guy, Tex, Gary, and a Bruja named Billie will need to infiltrate the Detroit Police Department HQ. Recall that one of the mortal employees of Sullivan and Sons funeral home killed a cop whilst cleaning up the Sabat house. Famously, missing police officers receive a lot of attention, which is a big problem for the Anarchs. To make that problem go away, they need someone to take the fall, and that is the focus of tonight's episode. We are also introducing a new SPC, Miss Frankie Worth, the child of the one and only Smiling Jack, who many of you know from Bloodlines or the old Bruja clan books. So, without further ado, let's go to a Tim Hortons right around the corner from DPD headquarters, where Tex and Gary are awaiting their two new contacts. Alright, so tell us what we see when Billie comes walking in.
So, when Billie comes walking in, she's wearing like a hoodie and a beanie. Hoodie gang, and a jean jacket on top of it. She does not look very approachable, like at all. She kind of looks scary, like just mean mugging everyone as she's walking in. Anyone who even like glances over at Frankie and her walking in, just like looks like she would be absolutely willing to jump anybody in here. Pretty serious looking, and she obviously has brass knuckles on. Like, is not even trying to hide the fact that she is down to fight. And would Frankie be the one to like point out who we're meeting?
Yeah, I think Frankie would.
As soon as Frankie does that, she just goes immediately over and is hesitant to sit down and sits wherever she can like face the door.
Frankie is particularly tall for a woman. She stands almost 6 feet tall, and she's lanky, with medium-length brown hair in tousled waves. She's dressed in a puffer coat and jeans, with a plain t-shirt visible underneath.
Don't you think that wearing a cowboy hat makes you a little conspicuous in Detroit?
A little bit. That's fine. That means when I take it off, I'm a lot less conspicuous.
I'm Frankie. Are you his accountant? She was looking at Gary.
No. I'm a friend. I guess Gary would be wearing...
Or a friend. I'm just trying to understand the dynamics of the relationship, okay?
We're co-workers. Put it that way. Compatriots.
Yep.
You two work at the same place? That must be a real interesting kind of establishment you got there.
I think Billie like kind of smacks Frankie on like her thigh or something, like kind of trying to get her like fucking quit that. Like, what are you doing?
Oh yeah, this is Billie. Billie, say hi. This is Hat, and that's other guy without the hat.
Listen.
Pleasure, Billie. I'm Tex.
Yeah, I'm Gary, yes. You're gonna spook folks in here with those knuckles.
Does it look like I really care? It's a pleasure to meet both of you. We have something we need to get done. I have pockets, and she'll put her hands like in her pockets to kind of hide that she's armed, I guess.
All right, Officer Tex. What's the plan here?
Well, we need to get a name of someone that would likely be involved with the disappearance of an officer. How we get that name, I'm up for suggestions. Likely areas are his partner may know things. If we can find out his criminal informant list, that might help too. But that's about what we're looking for.
Are we kidnapping his partner?
Oh, no. Just trying to get info.
By kidnapping his partner?
I mean, Tex, I don't think we're planning on that, are we?
No, we need someone to frame, not somebody to kidnap.
Honey, you may not get to use those brass knuckles.
Don't
She
call
says,
me that.
looking at Billie.
She looks vaguely disappointed.
Don't worry, they'll come in plenty handy later. It's always better to be prepared. Okay, so we're not kidnapping him. How are we going to get this info?
Well, that's where y'all come in. Y'all the smooth talkers, right? I know Gary is. I heard you were, Miss Frankie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's me. Quite the charmer.
So we could find out from his partner if he had any illicit activities like an affair or something partner knew about. That would be extremely helpful. That'd be a likely suspect.
We would have to convince this partner to talk. That would be, even with some charisma, that could be a difficult thing to do.
Scratch that. Maybe you will use those knuckles after all.
I guess if necessary. I'd much rather you look them in the eye and have them tell you if you could, but if that's out of the question, we can go the knuckle route, as it were.
Just a small little logistical question in here, Officer Tech. If we're attempting to make it look not suspicious that this other cop, if we're trying to make that look not suspicious, then wouldn't beating the absolute shit out of his partner only undermine the pursuit of our objective?
Probably wouldn't help, but if we have no other choice, that's why we want to go the talk route first.
Maybe we go to the police station, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah.
Are any of you, Nikki?
Sure.
A little bit.
Yeah. I'm not my forte.
Look, now I'm not gonna say that I've been arrested, okay? I'm not committing to that. But I'm just saying that when they write the police report, they always list the arresting officer. Maybe we pull files in which our guy is the arresting officer, and then we find one that stands out and ain't got no alibi. I'm just saying, crazy shot in the dark. Maybe we do that.
We can definitely try. Do we? I know you haven't been arrested. Do you know where they happen to keep those records in this building?
Well, I was hoping that a law, an upstanding citizen such as a law enforcement officer with like a cowboy hat and maybe a badge or something might be able to get that information out of them easier than me. But I could certainly go in and, draw some attention.
Well, if I have the proper authority, I'm used to getting that information, but I have to have that authority and it has to be legitimate.
Baby, why does it gotta be legitimate? You just walk in, you're like, hey, I'm Officer Tech. I need to see files. I got shit to do.
Doesn't quite work like it does in TV shows.
I mean, if you got this guy with you, why can't you just say he's some kind of police, I don't know, accountant?
Detective? Accountant, sure, okay.
And you flash the badge and then you use your mind voodoo. That just feels like a better plan than trying to abduct an officer. Sorry, Billie. We'll get your knuckles in. Don't worry, sweetie.
She's just shaking her head.
Is that within your abilities, Gary?
I can get somebody to do something as long as it's a very brief instruction. Anything more than that is a bit of a difficult ask.
She's gonna lean close to you. Do you have sexy powers?
I do have some of those, sure.
Maybe you could use like your sexy powers in combination with the mind voodoo powers. Bam!
I think that's worth a try. I certainly do. Willing to give it a go.
She's gonna look at Tex and shake her head in disappointment. For the man wearing the cowboy hat, I really thought you would be a better fake cop. You let down not only me, but also your country. I don't know.
They don't really train us on how to be fake. That's part of the problem.
You just gotta be smooth. Put the hat down a little. It's just gonna pull it kind of down over your eye. Like in the billboards. Yeah. So you look a little brooding, and then you're just like, "Where's your records at, baby?"
Yeah. Only if Texas has jurisdiction in Ohio or Michigan. Michigan.
Can any of us use computers?
Tiny bit.
I know how to use them.
A little bit. Yeah.
I watch Hackers.
So, Gary, we could go in under the guise of looking for a possible suspect.
Okay.
It's known to have operated in, what's that area, Corkwood? We want to pull arrest records for that area, and then we can find that officer.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
All right, honey. Me and you are going to be the distraction, okay? How about we walk in, and then I say I want to file a report, and then I show them my tattoo. You walk in and punch me with your knuckles.
Honestly, that wasn't far from what I was thinking. If you're okay with it, I can just make it look like you got assaulted and you can file
I'll
a
be like,
report.
this bitch over here gave me this janky tattoo. Arrest her, officer, and then you punch me in the face with your knuckles. And then I'll fucking give you a punch to the gut and we'll go at it.
In the station?
In the station, station adjacent. Yeah, we'll get everybody paying attention to us.
Yeah, that way we can move in after flashing a badge, right?
Yeah.
And Gary's saying we belong here with his mind tricks.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine. I don't think the police department's so well funded or anything. They probably don't get a lot of government funds, I guess. So
Oh, sure.
it should be totally okay. Should I bring my shotgun?
No.
Dennis, you're not here. Why are you shaking your head no?
Just adding ambiance.
Frankie is good with a shotgun.
There's a time and a place for shotgun use.
You've got brass knuckles on your hand.
We're in a Dunkin' Donuts.
This is America, and I have a Second Amendment.
This is true.
You know that's fair.
I wouldn't recommend
Guillotine it
I wouldn't recommend killing any cops tonight, but
Look, if I walk in there, show them my fucking pirate tattoo, and she's got brass knuckles, and I'm not carrying a shotgun, they're gonna fucking know that's bullshit.
From Tim Hortons, the group heads to the police department headquarters. The building is a simple brick building with a sign identifying it as DPD HQ. Inside, there is an officer seated behind a desk, shielded with a thick panel of bulletproof glass. Immediately ahead of the officer is a metal detector that visitors have to pass through to enter the police station. This is Gary and Tex's first obstacle.
I would not have carried my gun into the police station, so I wouldn't have my gun like that.
I'll check my gun.
The police officer behind the desk kind of looks up at you and asks, what are you here for?
With the interagency task force looking into human trafficking. We're here looking for some potential suspects from the Courtown area.
So, roll your manipulation subterfuge. I will roll this desk cop's wits insight.
I will be rousing.
Okay.
I will be hungry.
That was a good roll. For a mortal, that was a good roll.
Yeah, one success. Let me willpower that. Two successes.
Not enough. So the man behind the desk is like, what did you say your name is? I'm going to have to check your credentials before I let you back there.
All right. William McCurdy.
So he kind of writes your name down. He asks for the spelling to make sure you're not misspelling it.
Yep. I'll write down.
Okay. And
I'll show
then
my ID. I've got a fake ID.
he will look at your credentials and he will take them to the copy machine, make a copy of them, and then he's going to head into the back office.
I'll say one moment, sir. I've got my partner. You might want to grab his credentials first too, save you a trip.
Yes, sir. What is your name? I am going to need to see your identification and your credentials.
I'm going to tell him, you don't need my credentials, or something like that. So,
You could use the word R.
okay, let us through, yes.
Let's see. You need to, whatever you say needs to be persuasive to the other officers here.
Yeah, that's true. There are three of them, aren't there?
Yeah. Yeah, go
That
ahead.
is a tough one. So I'm going to be like, this is extremely urgent. We have officers in danger. I think, you need to let us through, and that let us through would be a compel.
I don't think he's prepared, and I actually don't think he's that invested, which is surprising for a cop. I think that I'm not going to require a roll. He's going to say, yeah, fine, just go on, head back. Do you know who you're here to see?
We don't have a name. Just direct us to where we can look through some records.
Maybe talk to some officers that patrol Courtown.
Yeah.
Is direct us to the records a compel suggestion?
Yeah, direct us to some records, yes.
I think that this sounds suspicious, and this one will require a roll.
Okay.
Not knowing who you're here to see, and not having a sense of, where you're even going does not bode well. Yeah. So let us roll a resistance roll. Intelligence resolve versus your charisma dominate.
Okay. Blood surge, get on the blood surge train here. So that's 4.
Okay, you beat him by 1.
Okay.
He gives you directions to the record room. He buzzes you through and slides the gun across so that Tex can pick up his weapon.
All right, let's head back.
It's now time for the distraction. This might be gilding the lily a little bit since they're already back. But there's really no way to know whether they're going to be successful. So the trick is going to be get as many cops on you as possible and then talk your way out of it so they don't run into anyone else. So they are able to get the information that they need from the records. Now, are we going to get paper records, or do we just want to try to maybe use a computer in the station to pull up files? We don't really know the system, though. Does anybody feel confident?
I wouldn't feel confident trying to break into the system. If there are paper records, I would want to look for those and then do the computers as a last resort.
Okay, are you ready, Billie? You ready? It's go
Born
time.
ready.
Frankie tucks her sawed-off shotgun guillotine into her, like under her belt, and she puts on a puffy jacket. Even though it is really not that cold. And then she walks into the police station and begins to aggressively slap the plexiglass. Hey! Hey! I need the police! Are you guys the cops? We have an urgent emergency situation unfolding here. If they, as they attempt to calm her, Frankie is going to punch the plexiglass with her potens. Look, I got this tattoo. And she's gonna start taking her puffer coat off and just walk through the metal detector with her shotgun still on her.
I think in the meantime, Billie's gonna look extremely suspicious, like at the front door, not coming in, but like clearly like watching her, trying to make it kind of look.
Ma'am, come, ma'am, you can't bring that in here, ma'am. And then standing up from their desk. No, I need it. Look, I need to show you my tattoo. And she's gonna lift up her shirt, exposing her stomach so that they can see her janky tattoo. It looks like a pirate symbol, and she points at Billie by the door, and she's like, that bitch stole my money, and she also stole my meth from me, and now she refuses to pay me for it.
Wasn't very nice, Billie.
No.
The officers stand up, and they are obviously calling for available officers to come to the front. There is hostile armed suspect in the police station. Billie, it's your turn.
Billie, once being pointed out by Frankie, like, this bitch stole my meth, gave me this shitty tattoo, once addressed, Billie is going to like run through security and be like, what the fuck did you say? And like, throw a punch at her, like just kind of just start a brawl in, the lobby.
Yes, bitch. It's strength brawl, you and Frankie. Let's go. Let's go.
Can I say that I'm trying to grapple her? So, because that's one of my specialties.
Okay, yeah, you could try to grapple, and she's going to attempt to swing on you.
Okay.
So you're trying to like grapple her. She's trying to swing on you.
So this is strength brawl.
Yeah.
1, 2. That's 7 successes.
Okay, so you grab Frankie. Frankie only got 3 successes.
Oh God.
Okay.
She's gonna like, Jesus Christ. I think she's gonna like, take the, did she have a bag of meth, like, on her, like a...
She does not have a bag of meth.
Okay.
She just has her shotgun.
Okay, she's going to try and take the shotgun and, like, just start whacking her with it. Yeah.
So, you've got her grappled, you're gonna let go of her, and you're gonna try to grab her shotgun. Is that the idea?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do... I kind of want to do, like, an old-fashioned initiative sort of roll, like a dex plus a wits, to see how that goes. Just to see who snatches that fucking gun first, because as soon as you let go of Frankie, Frankie's gonna snatch her fucking gun.
And we roll hunger dice with this as well, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and I'm at 2 hunger, so that's exciting. Okay. Oh God. It's like the shittiest roll on the planet, too.
She got 4, so she's got her shotgun faster than you do. Gary, Tex, 4 cops in uniforms are rushing past you.
Yeah, I'll get out of the way.
Yeah.
They are headed to the front. You guys would hear this unfolding as well as you guys run back.
Yeah, we'll make haste.
Yeah, I would definitely be inwardly kind of just grimacing right now about what's happening, but yes, take the opportunity to get things done.
There's signage that directs you to the records room. As you approach, well, give me a wits awareness or a composure awareness roll at a difficulty of 2.
Got 4.
2.
There is a very obvious security camera positioned in the corner, right at the corner of this hall and the next. And it is aimed down the hall that the records room is in. If you want to make it into the records room, you will be on camera. How are we going to address this?
Does it matter that we're going to be on camera? I'm not sure it does. What are they going to do?
I mean, y'all did get permission to go to the records room, so you might be right. It might not matter.
Okay, I'm just going to keep going.
Okay, well, the records room is locked. So you walk down the hall, you get to the door, the records room is locked.
Are there any... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I can try larceny it open.
Yes, that will also be on camera, though.
I'll pull out my phone. I'll have Gary walk over between where the camera and the lock is and say, hey, take a look at this. And that's when I'll larceny it. So he'll provide some kind of cover there.
I am going to have you make the dex larceny check to pick this lock, but I'm not going to have you roll for the blocking. What's your dex larceny pool at?
It's 3 and I'm on blood surge.
Okay, the difficulty is 4.
I do not get hungrier. 3 successes. I'll spend a point of willpower. And there's 4.
Okay. So Tex picks the lock, and the door to the records room slides open. Now, Tex, you are on the clock. You know that the arresting officer you're looking for, his last name is Perkins, and his first name is Ronaldo. So you need to find files that have that name listed as the arresting officer. I'm going to have you guys make an intelligence investigation roll to determine how quickly you do this. Meanwhile, at the front of the police station, Frankie has pulled her shotgun on you. You fucking bitch! You give me a goddamn tattoo that looks this crappy, and you try to take my gun? Come on,
Well, if you
Billie.
didn't steal my girlfriend, then maybe we wouldn't be in this position. And she's gonna try and disarm her.
Cindy loves me, not you. Okay, let's fight over the gun. Let's do strength brawl, fighting over a shotgun as the officers are like, freeze! Put your hands up! Come on,
3, 4, 5. Yes.
Okay.
That's only 2.
That's 3 successes. She's got the shotgun from you. But Frankie's gonna raise the shotgun over her head and be like, I have a permit for this. But Dennis, you're not here.
Warren is shaking his head like, there's no permit for a sawed-off shotgun. Those are illegal.
Class 2 license.
Ma'am, put the weapon down. Slowly put the weapon down and slide it over towards us. Ma'am, you take the knuckles off, please. Slide those over.
No.
Frankie is gonna put the guillotine down on the ground and slide it across. Like, see? You can't work with her.
As soon as she puts the weapon down, she's gonna try and clock her in the face and then run. Out the door.
Holy shit!
Do you require dice?
Yeah, roll your strength brawl
Okay.
to sucker punch Frankie.
Yes.
And I will roll for the officers because they're gonna try to open fire
Oh
on
fuck.
you.
Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3.
Okay, so you do deal Frankie a pretty good sucker punch directly in the face, but the officers open fire on you, and you take several hits in the back. Fortunately, you're on meth as far as they're
Yes.
concerned, so I don't think they're that worried about you running out. But you are going to need to succeed at your Dex Athletics roll in order to run away.
Okay.
I am going to roll for the cops on this, and you're going to need to beat the fastest one in order to get away. Frankie is going to use fleetness to also run the fuck away.
She's gonna leave the guillotine?
No, she is gonna pick the gun up and try to run away as they chase after Billie.
Is there any way, or like, does my rapid reflexes help in this situation at all?
They would have helped you to dodge those bullets.
Okay, well, I'll keep that in mind for the future.
But no, they don't add to your Dex Athletics dice pool. So roll Dex Athletics. You can blood surge. Ooh,
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
the fastest cop just fucking sucked balls on this roll. You don't have... The bar's not very high here.
Okay, if I blood surge, I need to roll a rouse check first?
No,
Second, after.
yeah, you roll,
After, okay.
then you roll the rouse check.
Okay, and then... Okay, so that's athletics, dex, 3, plus my hunger. Okay. God, what the fuck? Actually, no, that's not bad. 3 successes, and then...
2.
Okay, ooh, yay.
So you barely make it out that fucking door, and they are absolutely going to be in pursuit of somebody who looks like Billie. Frankie is also going to try to fucking run with her celerity dice added to her pool, and blood surging to try to get the fuck away. All right, that's 6 successes. That's enough to grab the guillotine and get the fuck out of there. All right. Let's go. You go left. Frankie goes right. They can't chase us both probably unless they divide up too.
Yeah, we're out of there.
Great. How'd the intelligence investigation rolls go?
I got 2 of 2.
I'm going to spend a willpower. I've got 5 successes currently, but this is important.
Fuck, dude. Well done.
And there goes 6 successes total.
Okay, 6 successes. Well done. So Tex, drawing on his experience in law enforcement, knows something about how these files are organized, goes directly for arresting Officer Perkins, and is able to pull the files quickly. As you are skimming through the files, Tex, you see something suspicious. It catches your eye as you're sort of flipping through. You see a folder marked Sunrise.
I'm going to use my phone to video all this stuff, so we don't necessarily have to take it with us.
Okay. Well...
Yeah, suspicions.
Fortunately, the police are otherwise engaged right now. You are the least of DPD's worries. Okay, so you video it. Now, how are you getting out once you've taken the video? Gary, you find a couple, but it's Tex who really locates the bulk of them.
Yeah, I think that at this point, what do you think, Tex? Just walk out the same way we came? Now that they're occupied?
Unless there's a rear entrance, we can go out. That'd be preferable, because it sounds a little hectic up front.
That's true. Let's at least see if we can get out the back.
Are you trying to sneak out without calling any attention to yourself to be inconspicuous?
I guess my thinking here is that I because we came here and we were let through, that it's not that big a deal to be that sneaky, but maybe not draw too much attention, by leaving out the front.
Just walk out like we're supposed to be here.
Out the back door. Like you're supposed to be here. All right, Tex, out the back door you go. I will give the last scene the cliffhanger to Tex, Gary, Billie, and Frankie. Well, Billie and Frankie are still hot. The cops are still actively looking for them. So Tex and Gary, where are you meeting up?
Well, I figured we probably had Vampire Heights, right?
Are you looking through those files?
Oh, yeah. I'm sending the info out too, just so I don't have the only copy.
The operation or the Sunrise folder catches your eye in particular because you see that in the notes in that file, it references the Scarab Club as a potential area of interest. And a dark fear rises in Tex that Sunrise might indeed be Second Inquisition. And that's our cliffhanger, y'all. And there you have it. We leave Detroit with Tex having discovered something sinister in the records room of the Detroit Police Department. Ostensibly, the mission was successful, but it's hard to tell whether it was successful because of the distraction or despite it. Join us next week when the group reports back to the Baron. I'm sure she's going to love to hear about the misadventures of Frankie and Billie. Check out our Season 1 playlist or our hilarious misadventures with ChatGPT if you would like to watch me struggle to make sense of what ChatGPT thinks is a Monster of the Week story. And consider subscribing to follow the ongoing saga that is Detroit by Night. As always, thank you so much to our patrons. Please consider becoming one by visiting the link below. And as always, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. We hope to see you next week. Bye!